Hey everyone, it's Legs Gaming here, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another video of LA Noire. Now, in the last video, we continued our first homicide case, the red lipstick murder. We investigated Celine Henry's house, and we found out from our next door neighbour that her and her husband are having marriage troubles. We went to see her husband Jacob and we arrested him. The captain seems to want us to charge Jacob. Cole has a lead on the license plate registration that the bar owner gave us. That registration belonged to Alonso Mendez. We went to investigated his apartment. We found the bloody murder weapon. We found the red lipstick and the size 8 shoe. We chased Alonso down and we arrested him. And that's where we left the video. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video.
I ain't saying a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not.
You did a grand job, lads. Phelps, that's quite a way to acquit yourself in your first outing as a homicide investigator. It seems the city has a new and vengeful guardian. Considering the evidence against your suspect, and the thoroughness with which a report was compiled, I foresee a safe passage through the courts, and the DA agrees with me. Brutality on a scale such as this deserves retribution. The people and the press of this city demand it.
Excuse me, where's my drink? I solved the case, not you. You want to arrest Jacob Henry for the murder. Oh, look at the damage. So we got a 5-star case. Clues found 19. Questions correct 10 out of 10. Our vehicle damage 1,551. Jacob Henry is left to mourn while Mendez awaits in lockup for a visit from the DA. The Golden Butterfly. Shit. There's a lot of women killings in this game, isn't it?
Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him.
Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady.
Newspaper face.
Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Okay. Let's go, Rusty. Oh. Oh, man. Oh no, that's not our car. It's this one here. Come on. Phelps. Get in the fucking car. Right, so... Oh, Jesus.
You did a decent job on the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thank you.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. Like,
oh, it's right above us.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have 2 of my finest investigators on the case. Fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
So you don't
matter.
believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the City of Angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Right.
Detective, I was first on scene.
You find her, Gonzalez?
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
All these cops.
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
Similar remote.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No.
It was an 8.
At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
You mind if I examine the body?
Be my guest.
Right, so let's examine the body. Let's go to the hand again, like last time.
What's this mark? A cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
And over the other side.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Oh, she was wearing a watch.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Ligature mark is very...
Distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Right, let's look at the other evidence here. So we have a purse or a bag. Deirdre Muller.
Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
A Parent-Teacher Association. PTA.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Yup.
Detectives, RNI says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
Right.
What'd I tell you? Just grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
So that was the sound to say that we got everything. Now, let's just check. We've been in that kind of car.
But you can tell me.
We've been in the coroner's car. Have we been in this type?
Awful.
Oh, vehicle unlocked to the Chrysler Airflow. Have I been in this style of one yet?
Here you are very kind to animals, so please, get that face back.
Yeah, I have. Right, that's fine. So the reason I'm doing that is that we have to, as a trophy, we have to at least get into at least one of every car. There's a couple other cars over here I don't think I've been into, so I'll quickly do these if I can. A Buick 8 Coupe, that's 11 out of 95. I don't think I've been in one like that neither.
The ACV.
Maybe I already have. Sorry, Rusty. They are Oldsmobile Sedan, 12 out of 95. Here we go. Right, let's get back to our vehicle and we'll get back on the road. So the Muller residence. Oh, excuse me.
There still might be some playing the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If it doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
Right, here we are. Right, so let's go into the Muller's residence.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're gonna have
Sure
a
lights
look
up in
around.
someone's house. Right, so
He'll be back in a moment. Just sit tight.
that's the kitchen. The bedroom. Let's have a look at the size shoe. Size 8's one of 8's as well, and
Size
dirty
8's.
boots.
Everything when he gets back, okay? There's nothing to worry about.
What do we have here? Lady Elgin watch.
Probably the same one snatched from her body. No sign of a wedding ring.
Do people just take the wedding bands off and just leave them in the thingies? Right, so that's all the clues found. Let's go and talk to Michelle.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
Don't sugarcoat it, eh?
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Could try.
Right, so missing watch and rings.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Looks like she's telling the truth
I
there.
know it's painful, Michelle, but this may be important. She wore a wedding ring?
Mommy chose it herself. A rose gold wedding band and a matching diamond and ruby engagement ring.
She wore a watch?
Yes, the yellow gold Elgin watch. Daddy bought it for her birthday. We had a fight. It was kind of a makeup present.
So, last contact with the victim.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Little eye movements, bit shifty. Let's go back
So you were
up.
hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
And the state of parents' marriage.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Shit.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Butterfly brooch. Oh,
Hey! What gives?
Daddy, the
Go
police
to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle.
I recognize that guy.
Talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Ooh, straight
Sure,
into
yeah.
a questioning.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
Right, so footprints at the crime scene.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Bullshit. You wear 8s.
Why are you lying to
motherfucker.
me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
Yes, well, why would you lie? You have size 8 work boots. Do they make them slightly bigger?
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my
Shoe boxes. Rusty. One. Right, so missing persons report.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
He's a bit shifty. Bad
Your
cop.
wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
An alibi for Hugo.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Liar. Pants on fire.
You should come clean if you're having an affair or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
No, your daughter said you weren't. Husband's alibi. Michelle reports calling home repeatedly with no answer on the night of the murder.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
And history of violence.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
God damn it. Well, that isn't precisely correct. We are going to accuse him.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
And that's the butterfly brooch.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy. Do I look like a Rockefeller?
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad
4
idea.
out of 4 correct.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Muller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in LA. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
It's like, yoo-hoo, cooey.
Hello, detective.
Question the neighbor.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Muller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Muller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Muller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Excuse me, what are you burning, man?
Grown men.
You lying
Step away
shitbag.
from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but don't shoot him. We need this guy to make the case.
Come here, you bastard. There we go, we got him. Nice and quick, too. He's trying to burn his shoes, look at this. Oh, with blood all over them.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain.
Get him booked in at Central, officer.
Can you?
Put him in an
You can explain the blood?
And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
This beard is getting out
You
of
gotta
control,
get some
isn't
uniforms
it?
down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Right, so let's run down here.
Homicide Division, badge number 564.
Go ahead, Detective Unit.
Can we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a house at 130 North Bonnie Bray Street? And send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Roger, 11K.
Can we use
That's
the
the cop
telephone?
from the newspapers.
Why can't I use the telephone?
Just been paid look about him. Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting.
Oh.
Police morgue downtown when he's available.
Got it, KGPL.
Right, now I can access the phone. It's a bit silly.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Checking for you, Detective. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks.
Lovely jubbly.
isn't that the cop that caught the guy that was pretending to be dead?
Yep. So we'll jump in the car. So the next destination we will go to is the Central Morgue.
It is certain that their toil has been rewarded. So these people return to a native land changed by war and ideology.
KTI is a member of the American Century Broadcasting Network.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimonii.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex Ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
Any Central unit, a possible 288 at Belmont High School, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Oh.
Stand by for further unit to handle identify.
Belmont High School, that's where we're meant to... Oh.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further.
Apprehend lurker. Now, hang on a second. Has that... Is that overwritten our... No, we're still going to Central Morgue. That's fine. God
Jesus,
damn it.
Phelps?
Sorry, dude. Didn't see him there. Let's jump into that vehicle for a second. Especially when you see like abandoned vehicles, it's always good to nip out, jump in. Chevrolet pickup, number 13 out of 95. Come on, dude, get out of my way. Right, back to it. It's a nightmare that he jumps out with you, though. Right, guys, I think that's where we're going to leave the video. Remember, if you want to help support the channel, please check out the links in the description. And thanks for watching another video of LA Noire. If you've liked it, high five that like button. And if you want to see more, be sure to smash that subscription button down below. And last but not least, remember, life's a game, so play it well. I'll see you in my next video.